Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another wonderful broadcast. As you can see, we are still sitting in second in the tables after playing only one technical game. We did play a second game last night. It was, of course, for the EFL Cup against Stevenage. We next play Watford, who is a Premier League team, so a little bit of a gauge of where we're at as a team. As you can see, though, today we start with Houston Dynamo on the road, and then we will play the Columbus game. Both games are on the road, as both of our first two matches were at home, so it will be interesting to see where we're at on the road. So we're just going to dive right into this and get ready to play. We're going to wear our away uniforms, which apparently are red, white, and blue. Thank you, Canada, for going American. And we're going to take on Houston, who's of course going to wear their normal uniforms. And, well, let's get the show on the road.
Hi everybody, welcome to today's game. Martin Tyler here with Alan Smith. We have Houston Dynamo for you today, and they play Toronto.
Well, no great mystery about these two teams, Martin. Both mid-table for me, two evenly matched sides. Be interesting to see if it does work out that way, and we'll know a little bit more come the end of this game, but I don't think they're going to have too much excitement this season.
One I know Alan's keeping an eye on here.
Two important goals last time out, really good.
Well, this is how the home team shape up. He looks as though the manager's set up a team here. Whatever happens, we're not going to be beaten today.
Does look that way, doesn't it? And I hope it's not a dull affair, this, because we've seen this manager set up teams in the past and just concentrating on a clean sheet.
This is the lineup for the away side. Responsibility for some of those five in midfield to get forward, and I'm sure the main striker won't be isolated, although it looks a bit like that on our screens.
Yeah, he could be a lonely man up top there if he doesn't get the support that he needs, because he is the type of player that does need support. He can't do it all on his own.
And the referee for this game, David Coote. So it's Toronto who kick off. Bradley, he went in well. There's good progress with this attack. Shot. Well, no scraps for the attackers to feed on from the goalkeeper that time. Hung on to the ball well. Tries the through pass. Makes a challenge here. He's got his tackle in, and the ball's gone out now. Could be dangerous. Well, they're building steadily here, working away. That's a good challenge. chance for back-to-back wins for the new manager, having been successful in his second game in charge. Here's game number 3 and beginning to take shape under him.
I think so. I mean, there were signs that he's getting the players on side, and another win here, the crowd will be right behind him.
Garcia. Warner. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. Well, the ball deserved perhaps a better response from his teammates in the middle. The defender got there first, though. Goal news from Columbus.
It's a goal for Columbus.
Stop the game for the free kick.
Please contact your nearest security.
That's not even really threatening the goal, is it, at any point? Probably threatening a few behind the goal, watching, and if they're supporting him, groaning at him.
Yeah, good save from the bloke in row Z there, but certainly the keeper wasn't overworked.
We did cut Alan McInally short. Apologies for that. Columbus Crew has scored. The score is now 1-0. Warner. They'll need to try and get the ball back now. Attacking well here. Beasley. Lovejoy. Trying to stretch the opposition using the wider areas here. Warner. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. Great interception. And in goes the cross. Well, the ball deserved perhaps a better response from his teammates in the middle. The defender got there first, though. Johnson. Well, that pass never looked like reaching its target, and they're away with the ball. Will Brune. Bradley came in with the challenge and the ball broke free. Beasley quick into the tackle, and the result is going to be a throw. He's coming forward with some danger, and the cross is in. Well, the ball deserved perhaps a better response from his teammates in the middle. The defender got there first, though. Good interception. Got it back again from his teammate. Working hard just to see maybe a sight of goal. This with a chance to go into the lead now. Got on the ball in midfield, well read by the player in that part of the pitch. Well, this attack got a bit of menace to it. They cope with it well defensively. Another turnover in play here with that interception. Comes in with a tackle. So it's half-time and we're still... Well, this is the second half now, and it's underway. Goal news from BC Place, Alan McInally.
It's a goal for Vancouver Whitecaps. 47 minutes played, 1-1.
Thank you very much, Alan. And in he goes with the tackle. That's a free kick. Osorio. Alan McInally right on the button to tell us about a goal that's just happened elsewhere.
It's a goal for Philadelphia Union. 51 minutes played, 1-1.
Oh, interesting news again from Alan McInally. Thanks, Alan. Toronto have got a corner here. I think there'll be plenty of time added on. There should be plenty of time added on, because this is time wasting.
Well, the home team manager is furiously pointing to his watch.
And he's up for the header. Great goal here. And it puts them into the lead. What a great goal that was, Alan.
Oh, the timing of the jump and the timing of the header, they were all perfect to finish off that corner.
So finally the stalemate is broken here and we have a goal. Well, just a chance to tell you about a confirmed transfer here. Mats Hummels has moved on to Bayern Munich.
Well, 35 million or thereabouts isn't a small figure, but loads of potential with this lad.
Past one defender. Through! Oh, he's kept it out. In quickly. Now Williams. Well, that's not so much an interception as a poor pass. Just working away to try and find an opening. Well, we're two-thirds of the way through the 90 minutes, half an hour to go. Well, the losing team have got to do something, and this is it, the substitution. Into the attacking third. Able to ease the pressure by that interception. One or two players are warming up for the home team. We'll see who comes on. Goal news now from Columbus.
It's a second goal for Columbus Crew. 64 minutes played, 2-1.
Cheers, Alan. Good forward play from them. Great passing. Shot on! And here they are, oh, so close to levelling things up again. They've got the ball back, the interceptor got it for them. Through pass. The shot's on! He's kept it out.
It looks like one of those days where the keeper will not be beaten. He's filling that goal today.
I don't think the corner was supposed to go there because it went straight to the opposition. Just a quick check on the clock, and there are 20 minutes to go. And it's out of play. Well, that is a cheap piece of play to give the ball away like that. To bring them level. That was the opening that they've been working so hard to get back on level terms.
And you're right, Martin, they have worked extremely hard. Just let down at the death there. What a miss.
Well, one team has got a much better ratio of shots to goals than the other. That's surprising, isn't it?
Yeah, they're not stats you would want your manager to see because they've been wasteful in front of goal.
Building steadily here, keeping possession. We know how many late goals come in this competition. They want another one now.
Well, I think we're going to see some Route 1 stuff here, Martin, in the next few minutes. Might not be pretty, but I'll be hoping it'll be effective.
More. Intercepted well. Time is ticking away here, and they haven't got too much of it left to deal in. The fans, though, racking up the atmosphere.
Yeah, just important now that they don't launch long balls forward, that they keep their patience and try and fashion an opening.
Well, they've been thwarted here. That's a sign of better things to come. And here's the shot. He could have been the hero here. That was a genuine chance to put this game to bed.
I think the situation got the better of him there, and he just snatched at it, lost his composure.
Alan McAnally is our man, watching elsewhere. Alan, what have you got to tell us?
It's a second goal for FC Dallas. 5 minutes remain. 2-1.
Thank you very much, Alan. Good position they've worked. The ref blows for the free kick. It's yellow from the ref.
Oh, without question.
Time wasting, Alan, do you think, from the away team here? They've got to win, perhaps in their sights now if they do well, but the goalkeeper comes out with a punch. Tackle here. Lundberg tries the through pass. Garcia. Oh, well done, the goalkeeper, and he's hung on to the ball. Just seen the board there, Alan. 4 minutes of added time.
Well, that should give these players some encouragement because they've been playing pretty well, and they just need to take the chances now.
Really vital interception here. Here the challenge is a good one. And that's the end of the game, and it's 1-0. Well, it's been about quality, not quantity, in terms of shooting.
I think so. The team with the most shots, really, at times they were shooting from improbable angles and distances, but the winning side made their chances count.
Another win for Toronto and another goal for Kyle Larin, who has been on an absolute tear in his first 3 games. He has managed 5 goals for Toronto, 3 in the English Football League Championship, and 2 in the English Football League Cup, or whatever, I don't know, the former Capital One Cup. That one's confusing to me, but hey, whatever. We're going to move on to Columbus now, where we will play at Mapfre, I don't know how it's pronounced, Stadium, home of the Columbus Crew, who did take a victory. Let's not forget that. They did win their most recent game. We have sold a player. All right. Oh, wait, no, that's old. Never mind.
Philadelphia Union 1. Houston Dynamo.
Ooh, press conference.
Toronto FC 1.
Actually, hold on. I want to praise
Colorado Rapids
Kyle Larin.
0. Norwich City 2. Portland Timbers 1. Sporting Kansas City 1. Los Angeles Galaxy 1.
It has been a
Vancouver
great
Whitecaps,
start.
1.
3
Montreal
games,
Impact
3
2.
victories. It's been a great start to the season for me. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and move into the next game, which will be our last game for today. Well, at least for now. I'm getting ready to watch the Orlando City game here in a little bit. And we're going to give Laren most of the game off. We're going to put in Altidore. If we need Laren, we will sub him in. But for now, we're just going to put in Altidore. And in fact, we're going to give a few of these guys off. They seem like they're tired, I guess. At least from their bar. Yeah, that seems fair. Okay. Those two were the biggest bar missing people, so I figured this was the right thing to do. Here we go. Let's turn it over to the announcers and let's have a good game.
Hi there, everybody. Delighted to have you along for the ride for this game. Alan Smith has joined me in the commentary position. In action today, Columbus Crew, and they play Toronto. Alan, what about Toronto FC?
Having won the first 2 games, Martin, this team, a team that we thought would probably finish mid-table, could possibly do better than that if they keep things together.
Could be his game today, the way he's been playing recently.
3 in his last 3. The talisman for the team here, no doubt.
Well, this is how the home team shape up. I think that back 4 is really important for them. They've got to be strong and solid, but they've got a bit of protection, haven't they?
They have. They should have more than enough. I mean, they're all good defenders in their own rights, but in front of them, they've got players who are going to be working really hard. Whether they could be a threat on the front foot, we'll wait and see.
This is the lineup for the away side. Responsibility for some of those 5 in midfield to get forward, and I'm sure the main striker won't be isolated, although it looks a bit like that on our screens.
Yeah, he could be a lonely man up top there if he doesn't get the support that he needs, because he is the type of player that does need support. He can't do it all on his own.
Tim Robinson is the referee today. And Toronto kick off to start the match. Johnson into the attacking third. Well, the tackle there has led to a throw. Poor throw, straight to the opposition. He'll need to try and get the ball back now. Trapped. He Higuain. Good defending. And it's gone out for a throw. Trap. Referee says play on.
Now, it wasn't a good tackle, without any doubt, but the worst thing...
He can put them in front. Headed down to a teammate. Goal news from Norwich. Alan McInally.
It's a goal for Norwich City. It's been scored by Stephen Naismith. There must have been 40 passes leading up to this one. At the end of it, he was left with a simple tap-in. 12 minutes played, 1-0.
Oh, interesting news again from Alan McInally. Thanks, Alan. Crosses in, and he heads it for goal. He's kept it out. Spotted that well and intercepted. Space for the shot, and they've scored. And they've opened the scoring here. And here he was, faced by the goalkeeper. That was the challenge. In you go. Easy as you like.
It looks easy, doesn't it? But I can tell you it's not. You have to be at the top of your game to try it and to convert it.
And that has opened the scoring. 1-0 here. Tony Czarny. Higuain. Doing well to keep the ball. Very weak challenge. Gone for the through pass. It was good play until they got that challenge in. Good through pass. And shoots! Good stop by the goalkeeper. And the pass not completed, really. Czarny! Great stop. Well, they've got a corner.
Well, if you look at the coaching manual, you don't defend like that. He's got caught too square to his man there. Poor.
Camera. Oh, great work by the keeper. Chance for the cross. It's a terrible place to give the ball away. Supporting player alongside. Good challenge. One back very quickly. Trap. Marvellous tackle. Attacking well here. Building steadily here, keeping possession. A corner to come now. He's tackled the ball behind, really. And he's in there with a header. The shot's on. Well, the corner is dealt with decisively by the defenders. That's cut out. Goal news from Norwich. Alan McInally.
It's a second goal for Norwich City. It's been scored by Cameron Jerome. He was played a simple pass from a free kick and he hit it from distance across the turf.
And heads it towards goal. And the goalkeeper has done well to stop that one. Norwich City going well. News of that from Alan McInally, which we just had to interrupt. I apologise for that. The score is now 2-0. Well, this attack has got a bit of menace to it. That's good support play from his teammates. Shot on! They could have been level. Alan, they should have been level.
Well, his manager on the touchline looks fuming. He might just withdraw him soon.
Here's a chance to attack. It could be a chance. Oh, what a tackle to break up the play. Cut out the pass. And the decision for the added time is 3 minutes.
3 minutes of added time.
Came in with a challenge. Higuain. Well, the referee has signalled for half-time, and it's 1-0 here. Well, the player that we're featuring here has done well. He's certainly been an influence on this first half.
Well, he played really well, didn't he? And he got himself a goal to put his team ahead. He'll be pleased with that first 45 minutes.
We're just going to find out really how good the drainage is here in the second half. It's been pouring through half-time. It's still coming down in stair rods. Goal news from Norwich. Alan McAnally.
It's a third goal for Norwich City. It's been scored by Stephen Naismith. He sent in a powerful shot that struck the defender in the face, diverting the ball past the keeper. 46 minutes played.
Ah, it's a penalty. More problems. Now, they've conceded a penalty.
Well, that's the last thing they needed. They weren't playing well, but to gift the opposition that, criminal.
Well, it's going to be a substitution now. Good penalty. Well, he's done the job.
Yeah, I think some people are cut out for it, some aren't, and this lad certainly is.
Well, here's the goal again. Restarting at 2-0. Well, Alan McAnally was the man who was trying to tell us about the goal involving Norwich City. A Norwich City goal, we can confirm the score is now 3-0. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Well, plenty of appeals, but it is a corner via that tackle. And he heads it for goal. Oh, well saved. And this is going to be a throw. I don't think there was any doubt from the player's point of view. He wanted to join Barcelona. The clubs have agreed the deal is completed.
Well, it's a fairly big transfer figure, £40 million or thereabouts, and I think this lad won't be affected by it, though. He'll be able to concentrate on his football and show us what he can do.
And now the referee says free kick. And the take wasn't very convincing, was it? Well, we're two-thirds of the way through the 90 minutes, half an hour to go. going to be a substitution here for the home side. Trying to widen the approach play here, but it's out for a throw-in. And that's a turnover to the opposition. And there is some backup for him in this position. Oh, he's totally done the defender. They were hoping, but it didn't lead to anything, the cross. It's looking good, this move. Tackle goes in. Well, he's got away from him. Trying to find a way through here, probing away. He's got support here. There goes the cross. That's not a good cross at all, and easy to defend. Just a quick check on the clock, and there are 20 minutes to go. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. There's going to be a throw-in after that tackle. Michael Bradley. Got to be, and it's a goal here. That's a great piece of tactical awareness by the manager and by the player himself, who's put the instructions into practice. And here he was, faced by the goalkeeper. That was the challenge. In you go, easy as you like.
It looks easy, doesn't it? But I can tell you it's not. You have to be at the top of your game to try it and to convert it.
That's given them a comfortable situation here. 3-0 as the game gets underway. Cedric. Higuain. Alan McInally is our man, watching elsewhere. Alan, what have you got to tell us?
It's a second goal for Portland Timbers. 77 minutes played, 2-2.
Cheers, Alan. Can they do it in these closing minutes?
I think this is going to be kitchen sink time, Martin, now. Plenty of long balls into the box, trying to get on those knockdowns.
Josie Altidore. Good forward play from them. Good play, one-on-one. Promising build-up until that challenge. It's not often you get at this level a game as one-sided as this. It's great for the team with all the goals, but the others just waiting for the final whistle. It's damaged. The shot's on! Got the away manager indicating he wants to make a substitution now. Well, that is one of those performances that you mark down as the levels you're going to try and get to every game, but you can't do it. He was brilliant.
Yeah, he more than anybody else has contributed to this lead that his team have got at the moment.
Michael Bradley. Gone for the through pass. He's got his shot off now. He's coming forward with some danger. He's injured here, strained something. Well, this is how this team can play. Sustained attacking football, but when they lose it, as they've done now, it's just a risk that they might get caught out. marvellous piece of work in the tackle. And 3-0 here as the final whistle goes. Well, they played very well when they had the ball, which wasn't that often. But they played even better when they didn't have the ball to stop the opposition.
Yeah, that's right. It was the old wham bam. When they did have it, they used it extremely well and clinical in the end.
What a brilliant performance from this fella.
Well, so often we think of his creative abilities, but a couple of goals here won the match for his team.
Probably could have avoided playing Kyle Larin, but you know, I wanted Larin in there. It felt like Larin could score goals, and I was right. Larin scores 2 goals. Of course, one of them was on a penalty that... Larin. Yes, I have my favorites, and Kyle Larin is definitely one of them, so... that's another win. 3 more points. We're now up to 9 points. I'm going to assume we're leading the tables. We are actually tied with Norwich. How are we tied with Norwich? What's the goal difference here? It's the same.
FC Dallas 2.
I've let in less goals, but they've had more.
Houston Dynamo 2.
Okay,
Queens Park Rangers
fair enough.
1.
Fair enough.
New York Red Bulls 3. San Jose
Personally, I think it should be whoever lets in less goals,
Norwich
but
City
you know.
4. Philadelphia Union 0. Real Salt Lake 1.
Either way,
Seattle Sounders
we're going to go ahead
2.
and advance to
Vancouver
the Aston Villa game.
1.
We will not play the Aston Villa game. That was actually it for us.
At the top of the table,
I've
we have
still
new
not
leaders
heard
in Norwich City
anything
with 9
from
points.
Rooney.
In second, Toronto FC with 9 points. In third, Montreal Impact with 7 points. In fourth, FC Dallas with 7 points. In fifth, New York Red Bulls with 6 points. In sixth, Real Salt Lake with 6 points. In seventh, Aston Villa with 5 points. In eighth, Chicago Fire with 4 points. Bottom of the table, Philadelphia Union with no points. And then reading up the table, second bottom, New England Revolution with no points. Third bottom, Queens Park Rangers with 1 point. Fifth bottom, Portland Timbers with 2 points.
Oh, God. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us here today. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, follow us on Twitch at Nick_Gallus, where all of these videos are found live. Thanks for joining us, guys, and until next time, have a good day.